Hey guys, just wanted to do a quick update video on some of my orchids. This dendrobium that's been open for ages has got some blooms starting to fade. They're looking a little worse for wear, just getting kind of shriveled. No big deal though, this guy was in bloom for a long time, so I'm pleased with how well he's done. Now I'm looking forward to new growth. I've got a Potinara here that I picked up. I didn't bloom this. I bought this in bloom, so but it's doing really well. It's got kind of a weird smell. It's sort of floral, but kind of dusty, musky. Not unpleasant, but not exactly pleasant either. And down in the pot, we've got, I don't know if that's a stalled new growth from a while back or what, but there's that. New growth swelling here. And if you can see it, on the other side over here, barely swelling. And then a decent sized new growth starting in right here. So hopefully 3 points of new growth. This little mini fowl, after I repotted him, dropped a couple of blooms. It took him about a week, but still, I mean, not bad. This one's starting to shrivel a bit, but it's looking pretty good. I'm enjoying that. My big fowl has opened 6 blooms. Another one probably going to crack open tonight. It's just probably the plant I'm most proud of. It's been through some hard times. That's the one that I had to cut the leaf off of. Got a really nasty bacterial infection, but we are over it. My Brassicatlia yellowbird, all of the I guess it's anthocyanin that's causing that purple pigmentation when it first opens up. All of that is gone. Come on now, focus. Still have those purple spots in the lip though. And it smells really good. Kind of warm, spicy scent. But only about half an hour to an hour after the lights go out. But still, I've been enjoying that one. Schlumbergera truncata here, my Thanksgiving cactus. Let me turn this light off so you'll be able to see it. It's white with just a blush of pink. I mean, barely noticeable. It's more noticeable in person probably than on camera, but kind of fuchsia ring in there. It did a few blooms, didn't do wonderful, but they can be really fussy. So I'm pleased with what I got. Some little Tillandsias. Sansevieria cylindrica that was all tied up and not looking so good when I got it. It was a clearance plant. It was just a couple of bucks, but I've untied it and it seems to be doing a lot better now. So that'll get a repot probably in the summer once it's had a chance to establish itself. For now, I'm pleased that it's alive and doing well. My Fiddle Leaf Fig that I got on markdown for $5 has put out 2, 4, 5, 6 leaves. Got some more growing points on there. It's doing things. It dropped a lot of lower leaves, but that's not uncommon. And it even has some little guys poking up out of the soil amongst these aerial roots. So just trying to master this guy next. They're a little bit finicky, but they're not so bad. I think I'll be just fine. Here's my massive Sango Neum. Kind of a white, greenish white variety, unfurling some new leaves, sending up a lot of new ones. It's huge. I don't know if you can tell. That's sitting in a chair, and you can't even see the chair. Couple of crispy spots, but it's still doing okay. It's got some kind of ugly looking leaves, so I'll see what I can do about fixing that. But it's doing pretty good. Obviously, it's trying to vine, and some of the leaves are starting to change shape a bit. You know, these guys first come out with just arrow-shaped, kind of plain leaves, and as they age, they take on a completely different shape. If you've not seen that, you should look it up. It's pretty interesting. The newest Monstera leaf, completely open. Got some holes in the leaves. That's nice. Starting to look pretty good. Looking a little more mature. Still not giant leaves, but nice nonetheless. A little damage there. I don't know where that came from. Alocasia amazonica, hanging in tight. Putting out a new leaf back here, so keeping that moist, make sure nothing stalls there. This Sophrolalia cattleya World Vacation, 5th Avenue. The bloom spike finally started to die back and wilt, so I clipped that off, but that sheath still has a shadow in it, so here's hoping. And new growth, the newest growth, is looking very healthy. This is a Marconi pepper. They're sweet red peppers, relatively large. All my peppers last year got some sort of bacterial infection. I don't know what happened there, but they were not happy. They all died back. I managed to clip this off and root it off the top of that plant. So it's kind of taken on a bonsai look. It's been through the ringer though. It's doing okay. This Castelli Wildcat that I've got, I don't know if that's bacterial or fungal or what, but it's got these dark spots. It's easier to see over here. It's not any kind of chewing insect that I can tell, but I've treated it with Daconil. I sprayed the leaves down and let it dry good, and then I soaked the roots with a diluted copper fungicide. So hopefully that will take care of that. We'll just keep an eye on it. New growth back here on the Degar Mawara, Shibumi Purple Rain. Poking through, it split that basal leaf, so it's doing good, growing. That little tiny, right between those two, the itty bitty nubbin on that sweet sugar is poking out, so that happened a lot quicker than I thought. So that's good. The other one, still growing on, doing well. These dendrobiums are maintaining. That one's a bit leggy, and I don't know if he's ever going to bloom, but I'm hoping. That's an Alocasia Lauterbachia that I picked up on clearance for $3. Putting out a new leaf. Not the most impressive looking Alocasia, but I thought it was really interesting shaped leaves on that, so I enjoy it. My big bowl of succulents here was starting to shrivel, but I got them some water and they have plumped back up. A new growth poking out everywhere. Look how strong this looks. Stout, hardy looking new growth instead of this spindly stuff it's been doing. I think that's a Graptosedum back there that I wasn't sure was going to make it, but it is doing okay. Some Kalanchoes. This kind of fuzzy guy here. This very fuzzy guy here. This one's got nice color on the tips. That's a Kalanchoe as well. Some Portulacaria afra and variegated variety back there. Some forest cacti. Crassula ovata, which is your jade plant. This moon cactus, I'm eventually going to clip those little guys off and try to graft them onto this. Some sort of, it's just a weird cactus that somebody gave me. I think it'll be kind of interesting looking. So, and then I'm going to try to grow that root stock into a proper plant. My ugly, lanky aloe vera is finally starting to straighten itself out. Seems to be doing okay. I've got a, this is a perennial hibiscus. It has big, gigantic white flowers. There's a seedling mango, staghorn fern, some little guys over here, some coffee arabica, and some citrus plant I grew from seed that I don't remember. They're doing all right. And I'll end with these pineapples I grew from tops. I've had them about 3 years. The first ones I had, a puppy I had at the time, destroyed them. I mean, shredded them. They were right at year 3, so that's about when tops seem to flower and fruit. And he shredded them. I was not happy about that, but we moved on and got a couple of new ones. It doesn't seem to like the clay pot all that much. I think it dries out a little too quickly. So I have to water that one a little bit more often because these guys are the same age and there's clearly a size difference. This is just in a cheap dollar store plastic pot, but real chunky, dry, barky mix. They seem to like that quite a bit, but thank you guys for watching. Tried to make this quick. You can't imagine how quickly the time passes once you start talking about your plants. You aim to make a 5-minute video and it turns into a 20-minute video really quickly. So anyway, what you guys got going on? What's new? You got any new plants? I know I can't stop, even though it's not the time of year I should be buying plants. But also, I'm sorry everything's dirty and messy. That just happens this time of year. Once I can get these guys out of here in large numbers and put them out on the porch, then I'll be able to clean up a bit. But thank you guys for watching. I will see you next time. And I'm going to put a link in for my latest micronutrients video. If you guys missed that, take a chance and watch that when you can. Some good stuff in there, and there's more to come. Thank you guys. I'll see you next time.